All right. Hello and good afternoon to you. Oh, turn off the sound, Michael. Hold on. Sorry. All right. Good afternoon to everybody who is joining me for this Happy English live lesson. It's Friday. Yay. Friday's the weekend. Welcome to this live English lesson. My name is Michael, and I am coming to you live from New York City, right here on Happy English, on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope. I think Facebook is working. All right, it seems we've conquered the technology, my friends. All right, welcome. Happy Friday. I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard to read who's joining us. But hey, thanks for joining us today, okay? For today's English lesson, I've got 3 points that I want to show you today. The first one is we're going to talk about what's new. What's new? That's a very, very common greeting in English, and a lot of people have trouble with that. So we're going to talk about what's new. And then we'll look at the difference between fall and drop. Because some people get those words confused. And then we're going to talk about care. Care. 3 ways to use care. All right, I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to put on my reading glasses, and I'm going to say hello to Rara, Fatma, and Inane watching on YouTube. And who's here on Periscope? Yalchin is here. Hello, boss. Yalchin says hello. Hello to you guys on Periscope over there. And hello to everybody who's watching on Facebook. I'm not sure. I can't really see who's watching on Facebook. They don't tell me that. Maybe they do. No, they don't. Okay. By the way, I'm just learning this technology. So I hope the technology works. The thunders. Okay. All right. Welcome. Let's get started with this live lesson. So, okay. As you've probably learned, in English, we have 2 common greetings. The first one is something like how. How are you? How's it going? How's everything? And those greetings talk about, the answer would be about your condition or your feeling. How are you? Pretty good. How are you? I'm doing great. How are you? Awesome. So the other kind of greeting that people get stuck on is what? What's new? Somebody might say, hey, Yalchin, what's new? What's new? And then sometimes people panic when they hear what's new because there's nothing new. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I go to sleep. The next day I wake up, I go to work, I come home, go to sleep. The next day I wake up, I work. On the weekend I do laundry, go shopping. Nothing new. All right. You guys are lucky because today I'm going to tell you a secret that not a lot of English teachers will tell you, but I'm going to tell you because I love you guys. And the secret is, what's new does not mean what's new. Huh? That's right. What's new does not mean what's new. What's new means, hey, let's talk, and you pick the topic. What's new means I want to talk to you. Why don't you start off by giving us a topic? And in general, in case you aren't sure what to answer, there are 3 basic things you can say when somebody asks, hey, what's new? The first one is the weather. What's new? Ooh, it's too cold today. Hey, what's new? Oh, it's raining really hard. What's new? Oh man, it's a beautiful day. All right? So that's how you can answer what's new. You can talk about the weather. Or if you're a sports fan, you can always answer about sports. What's new? Hey, I heard the Yankees won last night. Great game. Okay? The third common answer that you can answer what's new is something that you've just done recently. What's new? Oh, I just had lunch. What's new? Oh, I'm taking a vacation next week. That's right. What's new? Oh, I'm going to work tomorrow. All right, so basically, just to recap, when someone asks, what's new, the answer could be anything really that you want to say. Because what's new doesn't mean, tell me what's new. What's new means, I want to talk to you, let's have a chat. All right? So that's all about what's new. All right. So next, fall and drop. I don't have anything that I can drop. Yes, I do. All right. Let's look at drop. Drop is the easiest one. I have a cup. I have a pen. I have a pen cup. You know that guy, right? The pineapple guy. All right, I have a cup. And because of gravity, if I dropped my cup. I dropped my cup. When something is in your hand, you can drop it. I dropped my pen. On the other hand, fall is what happens to the whole thing. Around October, the leaves fall from the trees. Be careful walking in the snow. Don't fall. All right? So when the whole thing comes down, we say fall. Don't fall on the ice. But when something is in your hand, you can drop it. And that's the difference between fall and drop. All right, next, I want to talk about care. This is a word that a lot of English learners have trouble with. All right. The first phrase I want to show you is, I don't care. I don't care for. I don't care for. I don't care for kiwi fruit. I don't care for kiwi fruit. It's a very polite and indirect way to say, I don't like kiwi fruit. I don't care for kiwi fruit. A few days ago, we talked about the idiom, it's not my cup of tea. Like, watching football, it's not my cup of tea. You could also use care. I don't care for watching football, or I don't care for football. That idiom or that phrase, meaning I don't like it, is only used in a negative sentence. You can't say, I care for football, because it's wrong. All right? If you like something, you can say it directly. I like football. I love football. Football is awesome. But if you don't like it, you could say, I don't care for it. I don't care for kiwi. I don't care for football. But I care for my grandmother. I care for my grandmother means I take care of my grandmother. Maybe my grandmother, oh, you know what? Sorry, I forgot to put that on. There it is. I care for my grandmother means the same as I take care of my grandmother. I make sure she's comfortable. I make sure she has enough food. I help her out. So when you have some, something going on where there's somebody that needs assistance and you're the person that gives the assistance, you can say, oh yeah, I care for my grandmother. Or the babysitter is caring for the children tonight. Or Jane cares for her garden. She takes care of her garden. So care for and take care of are the same. The last one is care about. I think everyone watching here, I think everybody cares about English, don't you? Of course you care about English because you're here, you're watching this lesson. So when you use the phrase care about, I care about that, it means it's important to me. I care about that. I care about that means it's important to me. So I care about my students that come here to Happy English. I really want them to improve their skills. How about you? What do you care about these days in your life? Do you care about learning English? I'm sure you do. That's why you came to this live English lesson. Do you care for anyone? Do you take care of anyone? Is there some food or kind of movie or sport that you don't care for? I don't care for horror movies. Yuck. All right, let's just recap really quickly. So, we also talked about fall and drop. When something is in your hand and it goes to the ground, you can say, I dropped it. I dropped my pen. But if you slip on the ice, you can say, I fell on the ice. And then we talked about what's new. What's new? Somebody fell in love on Periscope. What's new does not mean what's new. What's new is a greeting question that means let's talk and you pick the topic. Alrighty, that brings us to the end of today's live, that's right, live January 27th, 4:45 p.m. in New York. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined me today. The next live English lesson is going to be tomorrow, that's Saturday, at 8 a.m. New York time. 8 a.m. New York that's about 2 p.m. in France, it's about 4 p.m. in the Middle East, and it's 10 p.m. in Asia, in Seoul and Tokyo and Taipei, I believe. So that's going to be tomorrow's lesson. Please join me then, and please tell all your friends. And don't forget that if you go to myhappyenglish.com/sample and put the password happy, you can get a free sample of 3 lessons from my online pronunciation course. All right? So check that out. And that's all for today. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow right here at Happy English. Bye, guys.